Hey video friend, Liz Kleba from closetplayimage here. Do you feel like a failure when you go shopping and you come home with nothing? Well, let me tell you, you're not. You're not. As a matter of fact, you're probably succeeding more than you can imagine. So let me tell you a little story. Long ago, whenever I first started my business, one of my very first clients, she loved to shop. Shopping was not just beyond retail therapy, it was a hobby for her. She loved to shop, and she had an enormous wardrobe. And at the beginning, we went through and we got rid of a few things that weren't really suiting her. And we talked a lot about not just proper fit and color for her, but really about honing down her style and figuring out what it was she loved so that she wasn't buying so much stuff that she wasn't wearing. I talked a little bit about that in last week's video about wasting thousands of dollars, at least I did, on the perfect white shirt. And so I'll link that. Linked. Anyway, so this client loved to shop and she would travel, and so she's shopping and she's out and about, she's on vacation and she's shopping with a friend. And her friend says to her, she's like, I don't know when you got so picky. It's not, and Barb called me or texted me or whatever, and I said, you're not picky, you're selective. I'd like you to hold that thought for a minute. If you're coming home from shopping and you haven't bought anything, you're not picky, you're selective. I'd like you to hold that thought, because there's a very different connotation to picky than there is to selective. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being selective. You wouldn't just go out to and marry the first person you meet, right? You're going to be selective about that. Well, the person you meet and the shirt in the store are not necessarily decisions on the same plane of importance, right? But there's nothing wrong with being selective. As a matter of fact, selectivity is it's where style comes from. The more selective you are, the more honed and refined your style is, and the more obvious it becomes to you what is and isn't your style. So I just wanted to share that little bit today. Yeah. So am I picky? Yes. Is it a problem sometimes? For sure. And I will address this right now. So if I need a dress for a funeral, for example, as I did last summer, I needed a dress for a funeral. I was out of town on vacation. I am not part of the royal family. I do not carry funeral wear with me everywhere I go. Turned out I needed an outfit for a funeral while I was on vacation. Was it a bit of a challenge? For sure. For sure. Was I as selective as I would be if I was just buying something normally for my wardrobe? Not even remotely. Not even remotely. Do I like the dress? Yes. But that's the point, is if it is something you need for an emergency, because you've outgrown your jeans and you need a new pair of jeans, or you've just spilled something all over your shirt and you're on vacation and you need to replace that shirt, then selectivity isn't such an important point. But if you are just shopping to be out shopping, or you are looking for an item in particular, then that is when you want to let your selectivity run wild, because you want to spend your money on that which satisfies, right? Let's buy the piece you really want, rather than a bunch of placeholders that you're going to keep replacing and getting rid of until you finally find the item you want. Because you know what? If you wait for what you want, chances are you will not end up spending as much on it as you would have if you bought 6 or 7 things that just weren't quite right. So I just wanted to share that little bit with you today. If you want to know more about wardrobe planning, making that plan, making that shopping list, and actually I'll share a little video about kind of wish lists and how they can be one of your best style tools ever. So I'll link that above. But yeah, you want to find out more about shopping, more about style, color, all of that goodness, capsule wardrobing in general, planning a wardrobe, all that goodness, pop on over to the blog. It's closetplay.biz. That's closetplay.biz. Biz rhymes with Liz. I'm Liz Clever from Closetplayimage. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today because your time is precious and any of it you spend with me is a gift. Stay safe and sound, sane, and stylish. Bye.